The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Henschel from the Wildcat. Henschel now will get it in a head full of steam. There goes Henschel to the end zone. Touchdown right through the shoot mark.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. Two-point conversion for the Vikings!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first-place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
In motion, it comes Neal. Play fake to Neal.
Got him.
Eli Mikulkevich down the field. Hold in by the Cardinals!
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Taglia-Petra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sauer Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Well, good Thursday evening to you here from the campus of St. Mary's Springs Academy. Hutter Gymnasium is the site for conference basketball game number 3 between the Mayville Cardinals and the St. Mary's Springs Academy Ledgers. See the JV game going on right now, and it's just underway in the second half, and then we'll have the varsity coming up in just a little bit. Both teams are 2-0, and they're the only boys action going on tonight. The rest of the conference plays tomorrow, so one of these two teams, when the heads hit the pillow tonight, they will be alone atop the Flyway Conference at 3-0 by themselves. And a couple of teams will have an opportunity to catch them tomorrow. Actually only one team have the opportunity to catch them tomorrow. That is the Lemira Lions when Lemira is in action tomorrow night. But these two teams started off the season 2-0. Both teams have wins over Amro and North Fond du Lac. So it's kind of interesting as you come into this game. Kind of talked to Coach Kyle Krieger about that just a little bit earlier. It's interesting that you can scout the two teams that you have played with a conference opponent that played the same two teams this early in the season is pretty unique, I would tend to say, over what you normally get in a flyway or in any conference season, that is. All right, Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth at St. Mary's Springs Academy. We'll have the Ledgers and the Cardinals coming up. This is your Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. We'll take a timeout. We'll continue on right after this on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Planning a new building, whether it's commercial, ag, or residential, you need a building that will last. You need Pinot. Our experienced design-build team will make your vision a reality. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to PinotBuildings.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, built better for future generations.
We at The Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagliapietra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Join a growing team offering outstanding benefits, including their own health clinic, paid training, and top wages. Take the next step in your career. Join Southern Wisconsin's premier manufacturer, Metalcraft of Mayville, hiring all positions, skilled and unskilled. All shifts at their Mayville, West Bend, Beaver Dam, Fall River, and Horicon facilities. No experience required. Learn more and apply at mtlcraft.com. That's mtlcraft.com. Metalcraft is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and persons with disabilities encouraged to apply.
We return here on Radio Plus Video Sports to Hutter Gymnasium, getting you set for the Cardinals and the Ledgers here tonight. For Mayville, new head coach this year, Emmett Hertini, takes the reins for the Cardinals, and so far so good. They played a good Port Washington team right out the gate, 65-53. And you'll remember we had you covered on Radio Plus the whole postseason run for Mayville's football team on their way to a state championship. And, you know, obviously that run takes a little bit of a toll on the early season basketball as well, as you lose a lot of players for open gyms and shoot-arounds and contact days that maybe they would have been at otherwise. But obviously the success that the football team had, that bleeds into basketball season a little bit, and that was the case for Mayville this year. But they started off conference play as well as you could, 78-59 against North Fond du Lac, and then just earlier this week on Tuesday, 73-60 on the road at Omro. That was an impressive result for the Cardinals. In that one, 15 points apiece for Talon Meyer and Tate Drinkwine, and Joe Promersberger added 8 points and 10 rebounds. Emerson Middlestad had 11. Braxton Weiss had 8 points as well. So, look, this is a Mayville team that I've been impressed with their depth so far. Obviously, a lot of things run through Talon Meyer, and he's one of the big-time returners for this team as well. But I think so far, so good for Coach Hertini. He's done a really nice job just outside looking in. I'm excited to get my first in-person look here of the Mayville Cardinals. I've just seen a couple of minutes here and there on other live streams that I've been able to catch from our partners at Jeff's live streams. So it would be interesting to see what they look like against St. Mary's Springs, obviously the toughest test of the season in conference play for Mayville coming up tonight. But likewise for Springs, it's their biggest test as well, with Mayville coming in here playing some good basketball. Both teams 2-1 in overall record this year. Or check that, Springs 2-2 overall. but both teams perfect in the Flyway Conference. So looking forward to this one coming up tonight, but that's kind of an early look at Mayville. We'll talk to Coach Hertini in just a couple of minutes on the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. That'll come up just a little bit later on here on our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back, talk a little Springs basketball when we return on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show here on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go. Delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Add more joy to your holiday season and drive with confidence this winter in a new vehicle from Holiday. Score deep savings, get more for your trade, and enjoy our exceptional guest care.
We want our guests to feel respected with honesty and integrity.
It's what we do.
What I've experienced from this team is genuine care that you can feel. I'm UFC fighter Dante Lockjaw Johnson, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
We return here to St. Mary's Springs, and the Ledgers JV is going on a little bit of a run. They got beat pretty good by North Fondy. North Fondy, I was impressed with what we saw in the second half from North Fondy on Tuesday on the broadcast, and their JVs looked really good as well. They beat Springs pretty handily on the JV side of things, but Springs right now with a 1-point lead against Mayville. Talking about the varsity for the Ledgers, they started off 0-2, lost by 50 to Oostburg, and then a tight one right here at Hutter Gymnasium against Kohler. Actually, their first 3 games were all at home, and then they went on the road for the first time on Tuesday and got that 78-62 win against North Fond du Lac. First game in conference, 53-50. Ben Baker hit a game winner as part of his 24 points to beat Amro on opening night. So Springs comes in 2-0. It's been a little bit less convincing in terms of margin of victory than Mayville has had so far this season. But Coach Krieger's going to talk about this in the interview in just a couple of minutes. They lack that big-time scorer, that guy that can go for maybe 30 points or something like that. And they're going to have to win tight games all season long. I think that's going to be the case for a lot of teams in the Flyway, and in this conference you're going to play a ton of close games anyways. And I think that's just kind of the makeup of what Springs has this year. But for them so far, Ben Baker has been the star. He's scored 23 against North Fond du Lac, and as I mentioned, 24 against Amro in the first couple of conference games. He is lighting the scoreboard up, and he's making good decisions, which you would always expect from Ben Baker. So that's what it looks like for the Springs. You look a little bit further down the list, and you see a lot of juniors, but not guys that have necessarily had stretch down the stretch in crunch time types of minutes at the varsity level. Guys like Jack Judkins, guys like Brody Stefani, even Joey Kuhn to a certain extent, although Kuhn kind of brings that same calm level-headedness that Ben Baker does out to the court, and I think he's been key early on as well. All right, let's take another timeout. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Hertini, start off our Fondi Family Dental interviews with the Mayville perspective. That's next on Radio Plus.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank & Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank & Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
Welcome back here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show here with Coach Hertini with Mayville. And Coach, first of all, welcome back to the Flyweight Conference. I know you're a Mayville alum, but you're making this thing look pretty easy right out of the gates here. Obviously, you guys playing well here for you right out of the gates, and started off with 2-0 in the Flyweight Conference. Always a tough conference. Don't get any nights off in this league, and it comes right here on the road at Springs. Big test for your guys tonight. First of all, just talk about the first couple of games being back here and what the response you've seen from the guys after a tough Port Washington team that you guys faced right out of the gate, and then responding with a couple of wins.
Yeah, absolutely. So this year is pretty unique with the football team running so deep and winning state. So it's definitely a quick turnaround for those guys, but they showed up on day one for practice, and they worked their butt off, and they haven't stopped ever since.
Just what was the key in those first couple of wins here to open up flyweight play?
We've been focusing on a lot of our core values and just making sure that we're each half that we play getting better, improving our culture. just so we keep having those keys like integrity, grit. No matter what's going on the scoreboard, you don't stop playing.
Yeah, obviously you're in your first year, but you got a lot of returning production. I know they lost a couple of key players, Jordan, Austin, a couple of players off of last year's team, but Talon has really stepped up into a leadership role, it seems like, outside looking in, and Emerson, and you guys have gone deep off the bench too.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're very blessed to have a lot of guys that work really hard this year and a lot of leaders. That's one thing that we focus on, that everyone has their own way to lead, and whatever that is, be a star in your role.
What have you seen on film from Springs? I'm sure you remember when you were at Mayville. This is a team that does it pretty similarly every year. What do you know you're going to see from the Ledgers tonight?
Heavy drive and kick. They do a great job of paint penetration and kicking out to the wings. Another thing they've definitely been working hard at is pushing in transition, so running those deep corners and trying to get the ball up the court.
If we're talking a couple hours from now and you guys are 3-0 in the conference, what does that mean you guys did really well tonight?
Worked our butts off on defense. We've been working really hard on walling up, keeping them out of the paint, and keeping the floor down the whole time. We've been blessed with a bunch of guys that can come off the bench, work hard, get good minutes, and keep that flow going. So,
appreciate a few minutes, Coach. Good luck. Go get them tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go. That was Coach Hertini, from Mayville, and his Cardinals 2-0 in Flyway Conference, 2-1 overall this year. Mentioned Talon Meyer being a key for them as he returns for his senior season, averaging 16 points per game. Emerson Middlestat, also a senior. Actually, their top 4 scorers, all seniors. Talon Meyer, Emerson Middlestat, Tate Drinkwine, and Braxton Weiss, all seniors for this Mayville team. So, yeah, Coach Hertini in his first year, obviously back in a place that he's very familiar, knows very well, but one where he was greeted by a team perhaps ready to be in that conversation, be in that mix, to keep themselves in the top half of this Flyway Conference. That's the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. That is the first installment. We'll take a time out here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. When we return, we'll talk with Coach Kyle Krieger from St. Mary Springs and get his outlook on tonight's contest between the Ledgers and the Mayville Cardinals. That comes up next on Radio Plus.
WDS Construction started in 2005 by Ben Westra, a fourth-generation contractor and CWC alum. WDS offers commercial construction in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the CWC Crusaders a safe and successful season.
All Phase HVAC sales and service is the go-to for heating, cooling, and geothermal needs. Whether it's sweltering summer days or chilly winter nights, they've got the perfect solution. Their team is dedicated to keeping homes comfortable year-round with top-notch installations and reliable repairs. Plus, they offer energy-efficient options that save money while keeping homes cozy. Trust All Phase for all HVAC needs and enjoy a comfortable home no matter the season. Call All Phase HVAC today.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademann's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? WIT Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, WIT Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Back here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview here with Coach Kyle Krieger from St. Mary's Springs. And Coach, 2-0 in the flyway. North Fondy gave you a battle there in the second half on earlier in the week. And I guess just your assessment through a couple of games of flyway play.
Well, I mean, it's only 2 games in of 14, right? So it is what it is. But, I got to give Coach Putty, some good props with, North Fond du Lac with their talent. They're much better than they've been in recent memory. And their JV team is pretty solid too. So they got things trending in an upward direction, and good things are going to happen for them soon.
Through a couple of games, I mean, kind of what we expected from Ben, but I came away from those 2 games very impressed with Brody and Jack and Joey, and really you could go 8, 9, 10 deep as you have off the bench, and some good production, right?
Exactly. We don't have. I don't think we have one kid that we're going to say, all right, you got to get us 25. We do not have that type of kid. But we got guys that are working real well together. We're spreading the wealth around. And, of course, Ben, he's the most experienced guy we have, and he's had back-to-back games of 23, 24 points plus the game winner. But he's playing really well. I mean, I think on Tuesday he had 23 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, and only 1 turnover. And he plays a lot of minutes, but we need him to play a lot of minutes. And, he, like I've said before, he's one of the 5 best kids in the conference. And I'll go to my grave saying that, with this year. And the guys around him are coming together. And like you mentioned, Brody Stefani, he hasn't spent a ton of time playing basketball, but he's got a motor that just won't quit. So it was really cool to see him score 13. And then, Jack Judkins figured out that he wasn't shooting well from the perimeter, so he took it to the rack and was in double figures. And, Joey chipped in with 10 as well. And it's good when you can spread the wealth. And, yes, we have been going, at least 9 deep, I think, every game. And guys are earning their minutes. And, our motto is built, not given. And guys are earning what they're getting in terms of playing time, and they're responding.
Interesting. Interesting. Hear how the schedule's worked out. You and Mayville have played the same 2 opponents. So maybe I don't know. Maybe an interesting way to scout the. But what have you noticed from Mayville? Because obviously with a new coach, maybe some question marks there. But they do have a lot of returning talent.
They do. What's Talon's last name? Talon Meyer. He's their best returning kid, but they have a lot of experience. I think they've been starting 4 seniors and a junior. They've had that football success, so they got off to a late start. I know what that's like. But what you're going to see from them is, they're going to play man-to-man defense. Our 2 teams look very similar when you watch us play. they're going to be real physical on both ends of the floor. They do have some bulk on us. They do have a little size on us. You're going to see it tonight should be a physical game. I think it'll be very balanced, kind of like that Amro game was. And neither team shoots the ball particularly well. So whoever can be the most physical and win the battle, the boards, and control the paint, that's the team that's going to win. And, who knows who it's going to be.
You kind of mentioned, the keys there down the stretch there, but I guess last one for you. As you look through these first couple of games, we said earlier in the season, what was it gonna look like down the stretch in crunch time with some guys that haven't gotten that experience? I got to imagine you're pleased with obviously closing out a tight one against Amro, and then just finding a way to just keep North Fondy at arm's length. Just closing games, I guess. How have you liked that?
Well, Amro, I thought, that was a tight game all night. We came from behind, had the lead, and then down the stretch, that last 19 or 20 seconds, whatever it was, we executed what we drew up perfectly, and then we had Ben knock down the shot, right? And we executed, and he was wide open, and he's going to tell you, I better make that shot. Tuesday, we got the big lead in the first half, and then I think because of our inexperience, because of our youth, even though the majority of our guys are juniors, they don't have experience, I think they just kind of let off the gas and thought, okay, we're up 20, we'll just coast. And, we brought that up yesterday in film and in practice, that we don't have that luxury of coasting against anybody, especially a conference opponent. And, it's not necessarily all gas, no brakes. We got to be smart with it. But, yeah, we can't relax. We got to play a complete game to have success against anybody, just based on where we are, this year with experience and talent.
Coach, appreciate a few minutes. Good luck. Go get them tonight.
All right. Thank you, Jordan.
There you go. That was Coach Kyle Krieger in the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile Interview Part 2. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. Appreciate a few minutes from both Coach Kyle Krieger and from Coach Hertini, from Mayville, before their teams hook it up here tonight. All right, let's take a quick timeout, and we'll come back. When we do, the varsity teams will be out there on the floor warming things up, getting you ready for first tip. We'll have our keys to the game coming up, our injury report, starting lineups, and more as we return with the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show in just a couple of minutes here on Radio Plus.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high-quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
This winter, make your home the coziest place in town with Surefire Heating and Air Conditioning. For 3 generations, the Surefire family has been serving Wisconsin homes, bringing warmth and comfort to your families just like yours. As the temperatures drop, trust the company that's been in the business of keeping homes warm for over 75 years. This is Tom Schwartz with Surefire. Call us today and ask about our rebates that can help you save big on your comfort this coming winter. Visit us at surefireinc.com.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving, to keep you achieving, to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, glad to have you along with us. Jordan King with you. Here we got Colby punching the buttons for us tonight. Appreciate him. And the whole crew here at Springs. Our Bauer Chiropractic injury report got Payne C. Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer, and Bauer Chiropractic. Now, earlier in the season I mentioned no injuries early on. I do want to go back, and Xander Lenz is on the Springs roster. Now, he's still nursing his way back from an injury at the end of the football season. So I do want to circle back and kind of correct that. Neither team has had an injury during basketball season that I've been informed of, but do want to circle back on Xander Lenz because he is on the roster and is still in a walking boot. He's down there helping the team warm up. Right now, you can see him there in the corner of the shot as the Ledgers get ready to take on the Cards coming up here tonight. So that's our Bauer Chiropractic injury report. Our keys to the game tonight are built by Pino Construction. Turn your vision into reality with Pino Construction. And I think, Coach Krieger kind of mentioned it there. This is going to be a physical game. It's the Flyway Conference after all, and both of these teams are football schools at the end of the day. Both of them have had a tremendous amount of success on the football side of things, and both have good physical football programs that we saw in the fall. But kind of interesting as you head into conference play, these are always bring your shoulder pad type of games in the Flyway Conference, and I think we're going to see that tonight, especially if the JV game was any indication. That thing got chippy and physical down the stretch between the Cards and the Ledgers. So I think we're in store for a game like that. Coach Hertini mentioned that Springs likes to get up and down the floor. We've seen that. They push the ball in transition against Amro and against North Fond du Lac. Offensively, Mayville's been the much better team if you compare them against the Ledgers so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see if the Ledgers, they always hang their hat on the defensive side of the floor, and they always play pretty good defense. And can they slow down Talon Meyer and Emerson Middlestat and the rest of this offensive crew for Mayville that has found some early success here in the conference season? Those are the keys to the game, presented by and built by Pino Construction. Turn vision into reality. Let's take another time out. We'll come back with our starting lineups presented by Sargento Cheese. Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show continues after this on Radio Plus.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
Gather the gang for a meal at Leroy Meats, Horicon, Ripon, and Fox Lake. Perfect tailgating treats include the freshest cuts of beef, chicken, and pork, along with award-winning sausages and cheese. Remember to stop at the Fox Lake location, now bigger and better than ever to meet your needs. Leroy Meats also provides venison processing. For precise cuts and the tastiest products, hunters know to go to Leroy Meats. Find this week's lunch menu, coupons, and hours at LeroyMeats.com. Nobody beats Leroy Meats.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one old ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
I'm not ready for Christmas this year.
All the decorating, cooking, and shopping to be done.
We don't have time to elf around. We got to get down to Camera Casino where they got something for everyone on our list.
Cameras, accessories, prints, and photo gifts. Wow, we can get all our shopping done right there and fast. Do you think they have reindeer wash there too?
I'm getting too old for this.
Happy holidays from Camera Casino.
For great gift ideas, it's Camera Casino, downtown Oshkosh.
Join a growing team offering outstanding benefits, including their own health clinic, paid training, and top wages. Take the next step in your career. Join Southern Wisconsin's premier manufacturer, Metalcraft of Mayville, hiring all positions, skilled and unskilled. All shifts at their Mayville, West Bend, Beaver Dam, Fall River, and Horicon facilities. No experience required. Learn more and apply at mtlcraft.com. That's mtlcraft.com. Metalcraft is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and persons with disabilities encouraged to apply.
Back here on Radio Plus Video Sports from Hutter Gymnasium on the campus of St. Mary's Springs Academy. Up here on the ledge, Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show rolls on with our Sargento Cheese starting lineups. Sargento is looking for manufacturing superstars for general production, machine operators, ops quality specialists, and maintenance pros. General production starting at $26 an hour plus shift premiums for second and third shifts. Sargento, your passion, our culture. Starting lineups will start with the Mayville Cardinals, the visitors tonight. 6-foot junior, number 4, Joe Promersberger. Promersberger averaging 5.7 points per game and 6 boards per night. Number 5 is a 6'1 senior, Emerson Middlestat, quarterback the football team to their state championship in Division 5. He's averaging 11 points per game and about just shy of 2 steals per game as well, 3 assists and 3 boards. Number 11 is leading scorer, 6'3 senior Talon Meyer, can score from all 3 levels. So far, he is a 40% field goal shooter this season. 16 points per game and 4 assists and 5 rebounds for Talon Meyer, the senior. Number 12 is a 6-foot senior Braxton Weiss. Weiss this year, 9.3 points per game, 4 rebounds per night. And number 13 is Tate Drinkwine, a 6'4 senior. Tate Drinkwine does it all. 10.3 points, 8.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal per game for Tate Drinkwine. A fun basketball player to watch, does everything just so well. Number 13, the 6'4 senior Tate Drinkwine. Played tight end and defensive end or outside linebacker. Edge rusher, we'll call him, on the football team as well. How about for the Springs Ledgers? Number 3 is 6'1 junior guard Jack Judkins. He's averaging 9.2 points per game so far this year, 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and over 2 steals per game. Number 10 is Will Yan. He's a 6'2", 160-pound sophomore forward. Will Yan, 3.8 points and 4.5 rebounds per game. Number 23 is Joey Kuhn. Kuhn averaging 7.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and over 3 assists to go along with 2 steals per game. Where's number 23? Number 24 is Brody Stefani, 6', 175-pound junior. He's just shy of 8 points per game, 7.8 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, and the deflection stat that Coach Krieger likes so much. He averages 5 of those per game, 5 deflections. And then number 4, it all goes through Ben Baker, 18 points, 5 assists, 3 steals, 4 rebounds. He's also got a boatload of deflections this year on the defensive side of things. Ben Baker, 5'10", 165-pound senior point guard, wears number 4. So the starters once again presented by Sargento Cheese. For Mayville, 4 Promersberger, 5 Middlestat, 11 Meyer, 12 Weiss, 13 Drinkwine. For the Ledgers, 3 Judkins, 4 Baker, 10 Yan, 23 Kuhn, and 24 Stefani. Those are the starters. Brought to you by Sargento Cheese. Going on elsewhere in the Flyway Conference tonight, I mentioned this is the only boys conference game. It's a girls conference night tonight. This game was originally scheduled for tomorrow's boys conference slate, but got moved to today. I'm not sure why. I'm not privy to those. I don't need to know what the reasons were. But it's a conference girls night tonight. Amaro's at Winnebago Lutheran. St. Mary Springs is at Lamira. Laconia Laconia is at North Fond du Lac, and that's the game of the night tonight in the Flyway Conference on the girls' side of things. Laconia and North Fond du Lac. Both teams 2-0. Both teams look like they're going to be battling it out for the Flyway Conference. We'll see if we can get you some updates from that throughout the night tonight. And then Campbell Sport is at Mayville. The Lamira Springs and the Mayville Campbell Sport games, both on our sister station with Jeff's live streams here tonight. You can also find them on Radio Plus Video Sports on our YouTube channel as well. So if you're a Springs fan, you can put this one up on the TV, and then if you got a spare laptop, put that the girls game. They're down taking on the Lamira Lions tonight on the girls side of things. So a busy night around the Flyway Conference. Also got wrestling tonight. Good wrestling slate. Campbell Sport taking on Mayville tonight. WLA up at Omro. Got North Fond du Lac Springs over at Laconia, and then St. Lawrence Seminary tonight taking on Lamira. So all sorts of action going on around the Flyway Conference. And we'll tell you this, when you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, you can find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And stay up to date with the conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube and Spotify. We're a couple of minutes away from getting this thing tipped off, and you met the starters already here. We told you about both these teams being 2-0 in the Flyway Conference. With the rest of the conference idle tonight, one of these teams will take a solo lead in conference play heading into tomorrow. That's always a good way to head into the weekend for any team in any sport. So there you go. Jordan King with you here from the Radio Plus broadcast booth at Hutter Gymnasium. We'll take just a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back and finish out our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show when we return on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
From our initial consultation to the final closing, I'm with you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and seamless home selling experience. My goal is to make the home selling process smooth and worry-free. For a smooth and successful sale, contact Brock Fleischer at 920-960-0555 or visit WeSellWisco.com.
All right, back here one more time on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Once again, reminder about how these two teams started off conference play. For Springs, a 53-50 win against Omro at home here at Hutter Gymnasium, then went on the road in a 16-point win, 78-62 against North Fond du Lac. For the Cardinals, they played the same two teams, flip-flopped in the order. They hosted North Fondy, beat the Cardinals by 19 points, check that, 78-59 was the final. And then a 13-point road win, a very impressive win, 73-60 on the road at Omro. That came earlier this week on Tuesday. When everyone was dodging the snowflakes and making sure they got home safely, the roads, man, Tuesday night, pretty nasty. And, a lot of schools either had delays or were not in school yesterday. So there you go. Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, about to get the national anthem and the starters, so let's take our final time out. We'll come back with our Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off when we return on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
I'm Aaron Sadoff, blessed to be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marion University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Add more joy to your holiday season and drive with confidence this winter in a new vehicle from Holiday. Choose GMC Sierra and score rates as low as 0%. Plus beefy trade assist cash on top of our low simplified price while you enjoy our exceptional guest care.
A great vibe, excellent service, and genuine care. That's what you get here.
Come be our guest and go from wish list to reality.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
We return here to Hutter Gymnasium, wrap up the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show as they meet the starters here in the arena. We will tell you that our opening tip-off is presented by Right Way Home Improvement. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Contact Right Way for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999. Or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That's rightwaybuilt.com. Close out our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. High School Sports Today on Radio Plus Info.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, they're making sense of investing. Everyone inside the arena has met all the starters between the two teams, and we're just about ready to tip this thing off. Mayville in their road blacks with the Mayville Cardinal red. Pretty slick-looking road uniforms there for the Cards, and the Ledgers in their traditional home uniforms with blue down the side and black trim. Ready for Flyway Conference basketball here tonight. Watching on Radio Plus Video Sports. Thanks for joining us. Tip won by Springs, and Ben Baker will get some full court pressure by Talon Meyer. Now he's going to back off, and here come the Ledgers to open things up here on the first possession of the night. Jan's got it in the corner. He's going to get a couple of screens for Jack Judkins, who goes down the left side. Good find to Jan. He kicks it out to Joey Kuhn. Kuhn misses on the air ball, and it probably helped the offensive rebound to Ben Baker that didn't touch anything. Baker missed the reverse layup, and it was tapped out. Last touch by Mayville. Stays with the Ledgers. They'll get another bite of the apple here on their first possession. Double screen for Joey Kuhn. Now they're going to try to get Baker free. Top of the key. Nice defensive possession. It's Middlestat on the steal from Judkins. He goes baseline, shovels it underneath, kicked out to Talon Meyer. Meyer spins once, kicks it out here to Promersberger. Hands off to Middlestat on the right wing. He's got a 3. Emerson Middlestat starts the game off strong for Mayville, and they lead it at first on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Similar to how Springs had their night start against North Fond du Lac, Dimitri Reed hit a quick 3 for North Fondy. Ben Baker's going to miss a 3 here. Another offensive rebound, second of the night here for the Ledgers, coming from Joey Kuhn. Here goes Baker down the lane, kicks it back out. Judkins on the left-hand drive, shovels it across to Stefani, who tries a hook shot. That one no good. Well defended in the post that time from Tate Drinkwine, and a foul in the backcourt here from Will Jan. Strong ball move from Talon Meyer, and Jan's going to take an early seat as Matt Miller, number 22, comes in for the Ledgers. Just underway here between the Cards and those Ledgers. Here's Talon Meyer. Meyer goes down the lane, and there's a lot of contact in a block underneath from Brody Stefani will send Talon Meyer to the free throw line. And Stefani was certainly there. You wonder if he was a little too far underneath the hoop there to take a charge. And Coach Krieger's going to get the explanation there from the official. That would be my guess, is that Stefani just got himself set a little too far down underneath the paint, which becomes a very dangerous situation for a driving basketball player. Meyer goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and the Cards have an early 5-0 lead. Coach Hertini trying to stay undefeated in conference play as a flyway basketball coach. 3 that time missed by Judkins in the corner. Drive here from Middlestat. Emerson Middlestat shovels it off to the corner. Promersberger able to save it somehow, and it goes straight to Weiss, and Weiss throws it away. Joey Kuhn with a steal into the front court. Holds off Middlestat. Ball movement ends up back with Joey Kuhn, top of the key. Gives it to Baker near side. Ben Baker. Nice pass over to Brody Stefani, who has it blocked at the rim by Meyer. Good defensive start here for the Mayville Cardinals, and we're had one of our cables get knocked out here, so we'll get the video back as soon as we can. There we go. We got it back rolling there as Promersberger has it in the front court, and it'll be a foul on Springs. So you didn't miss anything there. Still 5-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Working in tight quarters here tonight. Usually have a little more space up here at but they had the band up here, and so we're operating in tight quarters tonight. Here's Talon Meyer. Corner 3. That one's no good. Rebound on the weak side. Strong from Joey Kuhn. Gets it up ahead to Ben Baker, and this is what Coach Hertini was talking about, the Ledger's ability to go down the court quickly, and a foul this time on Talon Meyer as Joey Kuhn went to the hoop on the right side. And Kuhn be rewarded with the first trip to the line for the Ledgers. Kuhn misses the first. First team foul on Mayville compared to 3 for the Ledgers here to start off this evening. Second free throw looks good, and it is for Joey Kuhn. So Kuhn with the first point for Springs, trailing by 4 here early on. Meyer walks it into the front court. Behind the back dribble past Baker, down to the corner with Weiss. Here's Emerson Middlestat. Backdoor cut from Promersberger. Extra pass out to Weiss in the corner. 3 on the way. He's got it. Braxton Weiss with a triple. 2 threes for the Cards. 1 for Emerson Middlestat, 1 for Braxton Weiss. And that play was made by Joe Promersberger. This pass from Ben Baker is picked off in the backcourt by Promersberger. Hands off to Talon Meyer. Meyer, offensive foul. He cleared out Ben Baker, and that's number 2 on Talon Meyer. So the leading scorer for the Cards will have to go to the bench. Less than 3 minutes into this one, and All-State running back Landon Baker checking in for Mayville. So we'll see how long Coach Hertini has to keep his leading scorer on the bench. A couple of fouls early for Talon Meyer. Saw that on Tuesday with North Fond du Lac as well. They had Mario Romo go to the bench. Similarly, it was the first 4 minutes or so that Romo had to sit most of the first half for North Fond du Lac. Certainly played a part in Springs building what ended up being a 23-point halftime lead on Tuesday. Baker had that one blocked from behind offensively, and this is a pass from Drinkwine that is stolen away by Ben Baker. Baker crosses over, gets Judkins on the nice roll to the hoop. Jack Judkins with the first field goal for Springs. Cuts it down to a 5-point Mayville lead. Middlestat goes baseline, wraps around a little bit of a wild shot. Offensive rebound brought down by Drinkwine, kicks it out to Weiss. He'll try his second 3 of the night, misses this one. That time Jan excellent on the defensive glass, clearing it for the Ledgers. Here goes Jack Judkins, kicks it to the corner. Ben Baker, 3 on the way, comes up short. Jan tips out the rebound to Landon Baker. Here comes Landon Baker down the right side. Up over his shoulder, and the finish for Landon Baker. A strong move on the right side of the rim for Landon Baker. And the lead's back out to 7 for the Cards. Pass here from Jan is picked off. Mayville wants to run it this time with Baker in the front court. Nearly dribbled it off his own foot. Emerson Middlestat in the corner. Nice up and under move, and he finishes with the floater. And a timeout coming here from Springs. It's just a 30-second, but we'll take it with them. Mayville leads by 9. Back after this.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, an early 9-point lead for the Cards. They've jumped all over the Ledgers here in this one. This portion of the game brought to you by Wisconsin Lighting Lab. Appreciate the fine folks at Wilbrands for their support of our coverage of high school athletics. 13 and a half minutes left in this first half, and Coach Krieger needed to spend an early timeout. Didn't like what he saw on the defensive side of things against this Mayville team. Brenton Rodriguez checked into the game during that timeout, as did number 12, Lucas Babler, for their first action of the night. Joey Kuhn, Ben Baker, and Brody Stefani stay out there. Here's Baker. Nice move by the senior, and Ben Baker is the only senior on the team. And he's been playing big-time minutes since his sophomore year on varsity. Here's Promersberger, kick to the corner with Middlestat. Emerson Middlestat comes up short. Rebound fought for. Nice block out by Brody Stefani, and it takes an effort against Tate Drinkwine, but this pass is thrown into Emerson Middlestat with the turnover, and then Middlestat gives it right back. Stepped on the sideline before he was fouled, and so the ball goes back over to Springs. Bentley Coots comes in for Brody Stefani as Ben Baker initiates the offense. Here's Joey Kuhn working on Joe Promersberger, and Tate Drinkwine's going to pick up a cheap one here. On the ball screen on the far side, just kind of ran through it and blew up the ball screen, as some coaches will tell you to do. Not sure if that was necessarily directed from Coach Hertini, but Tate Drinkwine always willing to mix it up a little bit. He is a ferocious player on the boards. Great passer at his size as well. Does a lot, like I mentioned pregame, just does everything well. This one's picked off by Promersberger. He tapped it to Middlestat, back up ahead to Promersberger, who shovels to Landon. Baker can't finish with the offhand. Brenton Rodriguez clears the board. Baker with a one-handed pass down to Babler, and it ends up being swung back around to Ben Baker. Shot fake, gets Landon Baker in the air. Now the floater in the lane, can't get it to go. Nice contest that time from Tate Drinkwine, coming off of his assignment and helping out on Ben Baker, as Landon Baker this time into the front court. And Promersberger has himself in a pickle. He's able to shuffle it out to Drinkwine, who couldn't get it to go. Furious pace between these two here tonight, as Mayville's willing to run right with the Ledgers. Rodriguez gets it to Baker. He's open from three. Hand down, man down. Ben Baker with the first triple of the night for the Ledgers, and they're back within 4. Nice shot from Ben Baker, who's willing to take them from about, well, anything 25 feet and in is fair game for him. And that time, Weiss just gave him a little too much space out there at the perimeter. Here's Landon Baker. Bounce pass to the rolling Tate Drinkwine, and Drinkwine responds for the Cards. They've had 5 players score already tonight, and that restores a 6-point lead for the moment for Mayville. Baker using a Joey Kuhn screen, goes between the legs, back down to Kuhn in the corner. Popping is Baker. Baker goes past Promersberger, and that pass is taken away. Once again, Emerson Middlestat picking off a pass, and he's going to go down the right side, has it picked from Joey Kuhn. Kuhn straight to the hoop and straight down. Kuhn's first field goal of the night adds that to his previous free throw, and he's got 3. So a good response here out of that early timeout from Coach Krieger for the Ledgers. Back within 4. Here's a tough shot from Weiss. Another offensive rebound for Drinkwine, and Landon Baker. That one won't go. Looked like it was going to fall with a nice touch from Landon Baker. Didn't. And a chance to close this even tighter for the Ledgers. Brenton Rodriguez far side Babler uses the screen. He's going to curl around into the paint. More deflections here for Mayville, and an errant pass from Joey Coons. So more turnovers for the Ledgers. Here comes Jack Judkins back out onto the floor along with Matt Miller and Calvin Steffes for his first action of the night. And I think we're going to get another All-Stater. Yep, here comes Owen Stager onto the floor. He's going to replace Braxton Weiss. And also almost missed it, Kevin Keller out there too, the 6-foot junior. Almost all these guys part of that state championship football team, and most of them playing big-time roles on that team. Kevin Keller made some massive tackles in that win against Northwestern. Here's Landon Baker. His season was self-explanatory on the football field. 3-ball coming here. That one's missed by Cooper Radaman. And the offensive rebound there is Owen Stager. First possession on the floor for him, and he puts back an offensive rebound and a bucket. Here's Baker fading away on that one, misses everything. Saved by Miller. Steffes collects. Here's Babler. That's not going to deter Ben Baker at all, that's for sure. Steffes. Good defense by Mayville once again. Just hounding the Ledgers. Mayville in a matchup zone right now as well. Here's Miller. Trapped down underneath the hoop. Shovels it out to Ben Baker. And Baker's got it from Judkins. Left wing, 3 on the way. And there it is from Ben Baker. His second 3 of the night. And just like that, Springs back within 3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here goes Radaman down the lane. His first bucket of the night, just a sophomore for these Cardinals. And Steffes got trapped underneath, stepped out of bounds. Goodness me, these two teams are running. I thought Tuesday was frantic between North Fond du Lac and Springs. This is a whole different type of NASCAR we got going on here tonight. Radaman into the front court. Gives it to Landon Baker. Baker, dangerous pass collected by Drinkwine. Drinkwine, no-look pass back to the corner. Radaman with the shot. That one no good. Off the hands of Matt Miller, and it stays with Mayville. Coming in is Emerson Middlestat. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Michaels Corporation. Appreciate their sponsorship of high school sports. Here's Kevin Keller. Not able to get that one to go. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Emerson Middlestat. Right where he hit his first one. And he hits this one again. Middlestat up to 8 points here in the first half. And the lead back to 8 for the Cardinals. Springs had it down to 3 for just a brief moment. 5 straight for Mayville. And they've restored a nice, comfortable lead here in the first half. Jack Judkins gets to the middle of the paint. Kicks it to the far side to Calvin Steffes. Zane Wilson back to Judkins, and Judkins is fouled on the two-hand push from Owen Stager. And so it'll be an underneath inbound coming here for the Ledgers. Eight minutes left in this first half. It's been a little sloppy, but, I mean, both these teams playing with a lot of tempo and a lot of defensive pressure, so maybe some of that you would expect. If you're going to push the ball as hard as both of these teams have here tonight, you're going to get some of that. Drinkwine got away with a little bit of a hold there, and Miller frustrated there trying to tell the referee he was getting held. He's got a point. Almost had his jersey untucked by Drinkwine that time. No whistle. There was the bump on the other side of the floor, and that one should go back over to Springs, yeah, as it wasn't touched on the pass from Radaman. So there you go. Each team got one there, and that's all right. Always like to err on the side of no whistle. I say that all the time. Let the kids play, and that's what they're doing right now. Although I'm not sure about, getting your jersey untucked. I will say that. 7:40 to go in the first half. Here's Coots. Gets the ball over to Judkins on the pass for Miller. Popping up here is Ben Baker, and Baker traveled. Well, Baker a little inquisitive there as that one hasn't been whistled all season long. Certainly looked like he got the basketball down, but the pivot foot moved too quick there for Ben Baker. 21-13 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Here comes Emerson Middlestadt. He has a couple of threes here in this first half, and his 8 points are right now the difference. Here's Kevin Keller. Nice reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound is blocked underneath. Rodman goes back up with the shot after he had his first one blocked, and he gets fouled by Bentley Coots. So Cooper Adman back to the charity stripe, trying to get this thing back up to a double-digit lead for the Cards. Couple of rhythm dribbles for Radman, and he makes the first. But a nice spark off the bench as the Cardinals have done a really nice job here without the services of Talon Meyer for the better part of, 8 minutes now, since he went to the bench with 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes. Ben Baker gives it to Joey Kuhn. Kuhn rises in the air, gets a pass over to Judkins somehow. Baker back over to Kuhn. Kuhn with the shot fake, blows past Radaman, and then he gets fouled. So it'll be an underneath inbounds here for the Ledgers. Team foul number 5 on Mayville, and here comes Will Jan and Brody Stefani returning for the Springs Ledgers, so they're restored back to their starting lineup out there right now. And it'll be Ben Baker to throw it in. 2 screens for Judkins. Instead, he's going to have to go to Joey Kuhn out at the top of the key. And Baker, off of a couple of screens, comes out and collects top of the key. Here he goes, scoops past Tate Drinkwine, and he's fouled right at the rim. And they're going to get Tate Drinkwine on the foul, and that's number 2 on him. So some questions here for Coach Hertini is certainly in the foul department. 2 fouls for Talon Meyer, 2 now for Drinkwine, 2 of their top 3 or 4 players statistically. And Ben Baker pays off the first free throw. And second free throw, no good. Coach Hertini didn't get his subs up there quick enough, so they weren't allowed to come in there between the free throws. And so Drinkwine's got to be careful out there with a couple of fouls on this side of the floor. He's got it down underneath, working on Brody Stefani. He's doubled. Tries the hook shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Owen Stager goes back up with it. Some contact, no whistle. Tapped out by Jan, I believe, got a finger on that, so it'll stay with Mayville. Braxton Weiss, Wes Teeters come in, as well as Promersberger returning for the Cardinals. So Drinkwine able to escape to the bench with just the 2 fouls. Here goes Weiss down the lane. Pass up to Owen Stager, goes off his hand and back over to the Ledgers, who are trying to chip away at what is now a 9-point lead for Mayville. Game has certainly calmed down just a little bit in the last couple of minutes. A little more half-court offense. I would say that probably suits Mayville with the big lead so far. Here's a Ben Baker 3, and Owen Stager wasn't quick enough to get out there. Stager ended up getting switched over onto Ben Baker, and Baker makes the Cardinals pay. He's already into double figures, and a timeout from Coach Hertini. So let's take it with him. 23-17 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We're back after this on Radio Plus. Back here at St. Mary's Springs, a couple of score updates from elsewhere. Mayville's girls lead Campbellsport by a pair at halftime. And right now, Lamira leads Springs girls 33-24, under a minute left in the first half there in Lamira. So a couple of girls scores for you. We'll effort to get you a score from North Fond du Lac Laconia coming up at our halftime show here, as well as WLA Omro. Those are the flyway contests going on around here tonight. Here's Emerson Middlestat, misses the three. Teeters nearly brought down the offensive rebound, but Jan did a nice job to tip it to Ben Baker. Judkins into the front court, back over to Baker. Baker with a shot fake, and he goes down the lane. He's hand-checked there by Weiss. And a foul trying to corral Ben Baker. Baker's going to go to the line shooting 1-and-1 bonus. Team foul number 7. So obviously the scoreboard will make Coach Hertini happy here in the first half, but the foul situation probably not. Couple of his starters sitting on the bench right now with fouls, and Braxton Weiss and Tate Drinkwine, and now Springs with 5.5 minutes to try to utilize the bonus. Baker does with both of those, and Ben Baker up to 16 first half points just like that. 3 of them, 3 threes and a couple of field goals. Did some work at the free throw line as well. Here's an offensive rebound by Owen Stager, rifles it back out. It's Emerson Middlestat who spins again past Ben Baker. Shot fake in the corner. He's trapped there. Turns it over, and Jan just had his heel on the end line there. Pass from Middlestat to Teeters was picked off by Will Jan, and just a little bit unlucky there that he was standing out of bounds. Underneath inbounds, tipped there by Jan. Good hands. And Middlestat will try it again. He was trying to get it to Talon Meyer, who just checked back into the game. So certainly the Ledger's ears will perk up when Talon Meyer returns. He's got a couple of fouls, so he's got to be careful last 5 minutes of this first half. And that one, an entry pass down to Joe Promersberger. That once again, Jan gets his hand on. So some good stuff here on this defensive possession in particular for Will Jan. Middlestat's going to come out here in exchange for Landon Baker, who will key in this underneath inbounds. Here's Meyer. Meyer spins past Joey Kuhn, gets to the rim, misses it, and the rebound tapped out. Last touched by Matt Miller as he went battling away down there with Braxton Weiss. 4-point lead for the Cardinals. Bounce pass to the corner with Talon Meyer. Entry pass to Weston Teeters. Teeters back out to Meyer working on Ben Baker, and he traveled. Yeah, that's a good call. I think he got the ball maybe caught on his hip or something. They were very awkward looking, and with that slight, whatever you want to call it, mishap, shuffled the pivot feet there. Baker into the front court. Springs can take it down to 2 or 1 on this possession. They've been within 3 once. Otherwise, they've been down by anywhere from 7 to 10 points in this first half, the majority of it. Here's Joey Kuhn. Kuhn, baseline, gets to the rim. A lot of contact, no whistle, and the foul is going to go against Matt Miller. On the rebound. Team foul number 5, I do believe, for the Ledgers. Yeah, number 5 for Springs, and Mayville will try to build on that 4-point lead once again. Just under 4.5 minutes to play in this first half. Here is Promersberger. Bounce pass down to Weiss. Weiss loses it, gets control of it once again, and then the offensive rebound fought for by Joe Promersberger. Here's a Landon Baker three. This misses, and Ben Baker tracks down the rebound for the Ledgers. Here comes Baker. Kuhn, straightaway three. In transition, this one misses off to the left. Didn't hit any of the rim on that one. As the clock ticks under 4 minutes, Talon Meyer spins into the front court. Weiss with a corner three. He's got it! Braxton Weiss, big-time shot for the Cards. Their 4th triple of this first half. Here goes Joey Kuhn in transition. Count the basket and the foul. Joey Kuhn with a response for the Ledgers. Brody Stefani, Cooper Adaman return for their respective teams. After that ball went through the hoop on the Weiss 3 ball, Springs just rifled it right up the court. Kuhn goes baseline, finishes through the contact, and Ben Baker's going to pick up a cheap one, about 25 feet from the hoop. Just the first for Ben Baker, no worries for him. Joey Kuhn, by the way, has 6 points. 3:36 to go in this first half. Springs down by 4. Meyer collects in the backcourt. Crosses Baker over, loses control, but he's got it. Here's Joe Promersberger. Goes past Stefani, straight to the hoop. Stefani had to foul him. He got beat by Joe Promersberger, who has a terrific first step. Hate to keep referencing the football season, but we saw that a ton out there on the gridiron too. Joe Promersberger, one of the juniors on this team. And Promersberger good from the free throw line where Mayville stays perfect, 5 for 5 on the night. And he becomes the 8th different Mayville player to score. And I mentioned the depth pregame. That's probably been the most impressive thing about Mayville is their ability to get multiple people involved in a big way. Their leading scorer tonight is Emerson Middlestat with 8. I mean, they haven't had someone go off like Ben Baker has for Springs. And yet they still have a 6-point lead. Here is Ben Baker. He's hounded by Promersberger. Probably one of the only players that can keep up with the quickness of Ben Baker. And there's a good example of it right there. Baker trying to curl around a screen. Here's Jan. Pass underneath to Matt Miller. Miller is fouled. And Cooper Radaman a little too anxious underneath the hoop there, and it'll send Springs back to the free throw line. That's number 9 in terms of team fouls. So it'll still be 1-and-1 bonus here for Matt Miller. Bonus free throw missed by Miller. And another empty possession for the Ledgers. As they've gotten this thing close, but Mayville's done a nice job to just keep them at arm's length here in this first half. There's Talon Meyer. That's his shot right there. Can't get it to go. Somehow that doesn't fall. But, man, is he fun to watch in that mid-range game. Here's Ben Baker. Shot fake. Goes past Meyer. Down the lane. Through some contact. Ben Baker with another beautiful take to the rim. And Springs once again back within 4. Can they get it closer than that? Last couple of minutes, they've gotten it within 4. This will be the 3rd time. Here's a take underneath, and Keller not able to earn a whistle underneath. And here comes Springs. Judkins thought about the 3. Thinks better of it. Kicks it to Kuhn. Kuhn, middle of the paint, tries the scoop shot, no good. And the rebound fought for. Springs got it. Here's Ben Baker. He's wide open. Straightaway 3. Rattles home. Ben Baker is having himself another first half. He had 18 in the first half against North Fond du Lac, and he's there again tonight. $19 for Ben Baker. Trying to do some quick math there. By the way, check that. Kelvin Steffes picks up a foul. Bentley Coots just checking in. Here's Joe Promersberger at the line for some bonus free throws. Man, what a good-looking free throw shot from Joe Promersberger. And Mayville hasn't hardly hit the rim on their 7 free throws to this point. Here comes number 8 here tonight. They have just been perfect. Here's another good one for Promersberger. 8 for 8 are the Cardinals, and they retain a 3-point lead with 1:48 left in this first half. Here's Kuhn, far side Baker, thought about the 3. Another shot fake, and ends up going over here to Jack Judkins. Judkins, middle of the paint, kicks to Kuhn. Kuhn to the corner. Here's a 3 ball for Steffes. That one no good, and Bentley Coots just deposited Joe Promersberger on the far side. That was as clear a foul as you'll ever see, and Promersberger's going to go back to the free throw line. Just kind of lost the composure there, did Bentley Coots. And just kind of threw down Joe Promersberger over his shoulder, and Promersberger's got 4 points, all coming from the free throw line. This once again is single bonus. Doesn't matter for the Cardinals. My goodness. Second free throw missed for Promersberger. Gets his own rebound. Suppose if you're going to miss one, go get your rebound. That's what Promersberger did. No look pass from Meyer down to Drinkwine. I think that was Talon Meyer. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see these Mayville numbers with the dark red on the black. But that was Meyer, and he gives it to Drinkwine. And somehow, some way, the Ledgers ended up with 10 team fouls before the Cardinals did. Drinkwine goes to the free throw line and misses the front end of this one. So after making their first 9 free throws, Mayville's missed their last 2. Drinkwine's second free throw is up, and this one rattles off the back iron and home. So a 5-point lead for Mayville with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the first half. Far side with Steffens. By the way, Coots picked up foul number 3 on that Drinkwine play. Here's Ben Baker. Baker retreat dribble. He likes the matchup with Drinkwine, but ends up shoveling it across to Steffes. And here's Jack Judkins, who really hasn't gotten into this first half. Foul on Promersberger on the drive. We'll send Joey Kuhn to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. Double bonus here for the Ledgers. They've really let him play underneath, but out on the dribble drive, you got to have your hands off or they're going to whistle you here tonight. That's an adjustment both these teams going to have to make for sure. Joey Kuhn, first free throw up and good. Kuhn missed his first, but he's made his last 3. Lucas Babler checking in at the table, but Kuhn misses, so he'll have to stay there for the time being. Middlestad into the front court, guarded by Joey Kuhn. Here's Landon Baker, far side dribble drive, kicks it out. Open 3 for Talon Meyer, missed it short. Rebound down with Ben Baker. 4-point lead for Mayville. About 40 seconds left in this first half. Steffes nearly turned it over, as did Joey Kuhn. Ends up with Jack Judkins. Between the circles, Judkins hands off to Kuhn. And now with 30 seconds left, it looks like Springs is kind of pulling it out, hoping for just one shot. Here's Judkins. Back to Kuhn. Kuhn kicks it out to Baker. 16 seconds left in this first half. Here's Baker. Gets a man in the air. Gets to the rim and finishes with the scoop and the score. Ben Baker's over 20 points. 7 seconds left and counting. Here is Promersberger. Gets it to Meyer. Meyer all the way to the hoop. Shovels it to Tate Drinkwine. And at the buzzer, Tate Drinkwine gets a couple of points to retake a 4-point lead into the halftime locker room. 34-30 here at halftime. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, we'll have our Holiday Automotive halftime show, giving you the stats from what was a wildly entertaining first half between the Cardinals and the Ledgers. Mayville leads by 4. Back after this.
No matter what your age, there's nothing like bowling to get the arms and the legs moving. So get on over to Generation Lanes in El Dorado, where you can join one of their adult or kids' leagues. Mom and Dad, you know it's what your kids want this winter. Generation Lanes is the home of awesome homemade pizza, soups, and appetizers. Good prices, too. Well, they've got daily food specials, and be sure to try their Fish Fry Fridays. Thinking about your next event? Why not talk to Jeremy about catering? They open every day at 11, so we'll see you soon.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
We are Hochstra's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hochstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Dr. Todd Serauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Serauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Visit them at their brand new office on South Main Street in Fond du Lac and see how the Sarower Family Dental is making you smile generation after generation.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
One of my favorite things about working at Hoppers is meeting all the new people, seeing all the new faces come in. We come out with a new product or a new way to do something and they come in. I find a lot of joy in just seeing them smile.
I think that all of our customers come in with a vision and they have an idea in their head of like what they want their apparel to look like. Our goal is to exceed the customer's expectations by providing them with high quality apparel and help bring their ideas to life.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium on Radio Plus Video Sports, this is our Holiday Automotive Halftime Show. Holiday, it's worth the trip. Halftime score here, 34-30. The Cards lead the Ledgers, and you couldn't have probably maybe seen a bigger difference in terms of first half production. Mayville had 8 players score. No one reached double figures. Compare that to Springs. Only 3 players ended up scoring in that first half. Ben Baker with 21 of the 30 points for Springs. And save for his three-point shooting, this would be a true blowout at halftime. Baker with 21, Joey Kuhn with 7, Jack Judkins with 2. Scoring for Mayville, 2 each for Talonmeyer, Landon Baker, Owen Stager, 4 for Cooper Radaman, 5 apiece for Joe Promersberger and Tate Drinkwine, 6 for Braxton Weiss, and Emerson Middlestat leads the Cards with 8 points. So that's the scoring at halftime for both of these teams. And if you're the Ledgers, you're already down by 4, and Talonmeyer only has 2 points for Mayville. Perhaps an area of concern for the Ledgers heading into the second half. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll get as many scores as we can from the girls' flyweight conference action that's going on tonight. We'll come back with one more hit here on the halftime show, and then we'll have second half of action for you on Radio Plus. Back after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Mars Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Here we go.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, here are the halftime or second half scores in some of the cases of the girls' flyway basketball action going on here tonight. Halftime, Amro 35, WLA 18. Laconia North Fondy is in the second half North Fondy is being held to just 15 points by Laconia. I mean, just tell you how good the Laconia Spartans are. They're 0-3 in non-conference play, but they played just a terribly brutal non-conference schedule, and they look like they're rolling to a 3-0 start in flyway play. 33-15 at last check. That game is in the second half. Springs at Lemira, second half action between those two. 12:26 left, 39-29. Lemira leads Springs in that one. And then Mayville and Campbellsport in the second half. With under 12 minutes to go, Mayville has opened up a 38-25 lead over the Cougars. All right, this is the Holiday Automotive Halftime Show, and we're going to say goodbye to the Holiday Automotive Halftime Show. Back in about 2 minutes here on Radio Plus with the second half.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal. And unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Hey, Devontae. Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh, there it is. Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon, the automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
All right, here we go. Second half of action between the Ledgers and the Cardinals. Thanks to Sarower Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage this year. Dr. Todd Sarower is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Sarower, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Sarower family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SarowerDental.com today. Ready here between the Cardinals and the Ledgers. Here's Tate Drinkwine, first possession of the second half. That's a good start. I was going to say that's a good start. Drinkwine left it up short. Rebound cleared down with Stefani and the Ledgers. Judkins, just 2 points in that first half, tries a three from the left wing, missed it. Rebound down with Braxton Weiss. Weiss tries a tough pass. Stefani has it go off his hand, saves it straight to Emerson Middlestat. And you don't get assists for those, but that one was right in the breadbasket of Emerson Middlestat. Here's another turnover for Springs. Jan throws it straight to Promersberger, and Joe Promersberger into the front court for the Cardinals. Ends up with Talon Meyer, who has just 2 points. Here's Promersberger. Right corner three, no good. Rebound tipped up by Weiss, and he's going to earn another possession through Drinkwine. Here's Meyer. Shot fake out behind the three-point arc. There's the mid-range for Talon Meyer. He knew he made it right as soon as it left his fingertips. Started running back in an early timeout from Coach Kyle Krieger from the Springs. We're back in 30 seconds on Radio Plus.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Glad to have you with us here at St. Mary's Springs tonight. Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford. A family medicine specialist, Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. Less than a minute into this second half, a four-point lead has ballooned to 8 for Mayville, and Coach Kyle Krieger wanted to have a discussion with his team after 3 turnovers in the first 57 seconds of this second half. And not the way they wanted to start the first half, certainly not the way they wanted to start here in the second half either. Here's Ben Baker. Jack Judkins in the right corner, flashing across the paint was Joey Kuhn. He runs all the way through to the far side, and he's got it now working on Meyer. Here's Kuhn, kicks it out. Ben Baker wide open from 3 straight away. Short this time, rebound long out to Emerson Middlestat. Middlestat got into double figures on the last possession and finishes here as well. He's got 4 in the second half, up to a dozen on the night. And this has been a perfect start for Mayville in the second half. Kuhn finds Stefani, who gives it to Judkins on the far side. Kuhn flashing through the paint as the motion of this Springs offense continues. Ending with Ben Baker in the left corner. Here's Stefani. Jan. And Baker. Baker leaves his feet almost, traveled with it, got it to Jack Judkins at the last possible moment. But how about this defense from Mayville? And it's been this way all night long. Here is Jan, gets to the middle of the paint, misses. Good contest by Drinkwine, and he closes out the possession with a board. Middlestat jogs into the front court, guarded by Kuhn. Here's Promersberger on the feed from Drinkwine, and the hand check whistled for a foul on Jan. Been so impressed with the Mayville Cardinals here all night tonight, but look, they've had stretches where they've been without Tate Drinkwine with a couple of first-half fouls. Braxton Weiss missed the vast majority of that first half. Here's another runner from him in the mid-range. So 4 points apiece for Talon Meyer, and Emerson Middlestat has this lead out to 12. Just opening the second half. Here's an off-balance shot from Jack Judkins. There's some nice touch from the junior, and he's got his second bucket of the night. Air has kind of been sucked out of this place. It's eerily quiet for being Hutter Gymnasium. Here's an offensive foul on the clear out from Tate Drinkwine. He can't believe it. Number 3 on Tate Drinkwine as he picks up an early one, and he's going to have to take a seat in exchange for Owen Stager. Just looked like a slip screen there from Tate Drinkwine. Sometimes, mentioned this the other night, sometimes crews call that, and some crews are a little bit more lenient on those slip screens. But if you do them really well, they look like fouls, and that's just how it goes. Middlestat picks up one here on the perimeter against Jack Judkins. So a couple of quick ones whistled here on Mayville. And Judkins will key it in for Joey Kuhn. Kuhn guarded by Promersberger. Mayville switching. They had the speed of Promersberger on Ben Baker, but now they've switched to, oh, what a chase down block by Promersberger. I'll finish that point in a moment. Here comes Talon Meyer into the front court, loses it on the poke away from Stefani. They've switched Talon Meyer onto Ben Baker because of the size and the length advantage that he has. Here's an offensive rebound put back for Jack Judkins after Stefani missed it, and Springs back within 8. Here goes Emerson Middlestat. Oh, he's starting to cook. Emerson Middlestat with 6 second-half points. He's got a team-high 14. Beautiful take to the rim from Emerson Middlestat. Here's Joey Kuhn. Hands off to Ben Baker. They go underneath the screen. Can't do that. Bingo, Ben Baker. He's up to 24. And the first points of the second half for Ben Baker. You cannot go under screens when you're guarding Ben Baker. Meyer did there, and Baker punished him. Here's Weiss down the lane floater. Good. Just looks so simple. When it's going well for Mayville, it is going well. My goodness. 9-point lead restored for the Cards. Here's Judkins. He's going to try a three. From the corner, Jack Judkins makes his first triple of the night. He had a torrid time trying to make threes the other night against North Fond du Lac, but he hits one here, and he's got 9 points, 7 of them coming here in the second frame. Nice backdoor cut here from Weiss, and he finishes at the rim. Excuse me, Joe Promersberger. Apologies for the misidentification. Promersberger with a beautiful finish at the rim plus the foul. Promersberger with free throw number 7. Just tells you the kind of, number one, the athleticism he has to get to the rim at such a consistent basis, but also his mentality being such an aggressive player. Here's Ben Baker, guarded by Meyer. Gets to the middle of the paint. Nice no-look pass underneath. Stefani can't finish, as Middlestat was able to get a piece of that as Stefani went up. Middlestat spins, kicks. This is Braxton Weiss. This one's missed in the short corner. And Promersberger's got another offensive rebound. Left wing three, Weiss, no good. Foul on Owen Stager. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac families trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. See if Springs can continue to battle against this Mayville defense that has been so good tonight. Here's Jack Judkins. Just hit the three from the other wing a moment ago. Meyer tries to chase down Baker. See if that was a little bit risky, but the Springs ends up throwing it away with Bentley Coots having it picked off. I think that was Middlestat once again. Here's Weiss, missed it. Rebound fought for, taken in by Owen Stager. Scramble underneath the pile, and it's going to be tied up. Arrow to Springs. Baker into the front court. Past Meyer. Tipped away. Offensive foul. Owen Stager takes it for the Cardinals. Got to be honest, I thought he slid in after Baker had already gotten rid of the basketball. That's number 2 on Ben Baker. It's obviously a tough one for referees to officiate. That was a pretty late slide by Owen Stager, and a lot of times those help side defensive charges, I think, should just be left alone. But that's why I'm standing up here and not down there. Here's Braxton Weiss. Weiss traveled. And Weiss could not believe it. So we've seen a couple of, well, let's call them uninspiring possessions for both of these teams in the last 2 minutes or so. And for Springs, that means they're still down by 9 points. Here's Joey Kuhn down the lane, kicks it to the corner. No good on the three, but he was fouled. And that time, they did get the weak side defender on Owen Stager as he just, again, slid in a little bit late. And I think that was probably the call that could have gotten made on the last one. And this time, Stager picks up the foul, his third. Bentley Kuntz has it here. Far side, Joey Kuhn. Back out to Matt Miller, who gives it to Jack Judkins. Judkins, middle of the paint, kicks it to Kuhn. He's open. Right wing three, on the way, leaves it short. And that one's saved by Weiss. Nice hustle by Braxton Weiss. Promersberger's got it for Mayville. Talon Meyer crosses over Judkins, and it's tipped away by Jack Judkins. Into the front court now with Steffes. Good ball movement over to Jack Judkins. Kuhn's got it now. Kuhn, middle of the paint, fires far side with Matt Miller, who's able to save it. Oh, nearly lost it. And Miller's going to drive. Kick to the corner. Here's Kuhn. Three on the way. This one's short again. Kuhn's been short on everything from deep here tonight. Here's Steffes. Missed it. Offensive rebound fought for by Bentley Coots, and he's got it in the corner and a travel. Well, who'd they get this travel on here? It should be on Springs. Yeah, there you go. Springs was kind of heading the other way, and I was going to say that should go over to Mayville, and it will, with 11:10 to go in this second half. Here is Landon Baker for the Mayville Cardinals. Far side with Meyer. Meyer double teamed, kicks it back down. Landon Baker wide open for a three. Missed it. Rebound fought for, and they're going to get a fourth foul here on Owen Stager, I do believe. We will get confirmation of that in just a moment. Yeah, there's number 4 on Owen Stager on the rebound. Whether you're playing in a rec league or the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Health can help you get back in the lineup. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. Request one at aurora.org/sports. Here goes Joey Kuhn down the right side. Oh, and there's a foul on Tate Drinkwine, who is going straight up and down. So just like that, the two big men for Mayville, have 4 fouls, and Coach Hertini can't believe it. I think Owen Stager has maybe earned his 4. I'm not so sure about that one from Tate Drinkwine. Here's the first free throw for Joey Kuhn, which is good. Kuhn is now 4 for 6 from the charity stripe tonight. He's got 8 points. Second free throw good as well. So Springs, after all that, just still only back within 7. The scoreboard here in the arena says it's 49-41. I believe it should be 49-42 if my math is correct. And not a math major, but it usually is on the simple stuff. Colby's got it right here. Now they fix it in the arena. Here is Joey Kuhn after the turnover from Mayville. Missed the bunny, and it's tipped out by the Ledgers. So another empty possession for Springs when they had an opportunity. And here is a timeout for Coach Hertini, trying to calm his team down. Let's take 30 seconds and come back right after this on Radio Plus.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Back here on Radio Plus, 49-42 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. High School Sports Day on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Well, the Ledgers have just about stayed alive here tonight. They're down by 7. It's going to be Mayville basketball. They just had a chance to cut it to 5. Joey Kuhn with an opportunity at the rim. You know, make no mistake about it. It was not a wide open layup. There was, heavily contested, but one that I'm sure he would tell you he should finish there at the rim, and chance to get it back within 5. Now, Springs got to do more work here on the defensive end. Mayville has been stuck on 49 for some time here. Here's Tate Drinkwine trying to play with 4 fouls. Hands off Landon Baker. Goes baseline. Bounce pass underneath to Kevin Keller, and he's tied up. Arrow stays with Mayville, but the momentum meter just shifting a little bit back here to St. Mary's Springs, even if the scoreboard doesn't quite say that just yet. Here's Keller. Back to Meyer, and it ends up with Drinkwine. Drinkwine tries a little hook shot pass over his shoulder, and that one's turned over to Joey Kuhn. Jan's got it, drives the paint, tries to pass across to Stefani. Stefani saves it. Back to Jan. Jan's got it on the right side, and he can't finish. That was a dangerous play for Tate Drinkwine as he kind of came chopping down to try to block it. He could have fouled out there, and there's a carry for Landon Baker. So Mayville has been stranded on 49 for some time now. And Jack Judkins will return for Springs. Joey Kuhn far side will snap it into Ben Baker, who only has the 1-3 here in the second half. He scored 21 in half number 1. And I think the switch to Talon Meyer perhaps has made a difference here for the Cardinals. Meyer's going to pick up his 4th foul on the drive from Ben Baker. Wow. Thanks to Serauer Family Dental for being a part of our high school sports coverage this year. Dr. Todd Serauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Serauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Serauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SerauerDental.com today. First free throw no good for Ben Baker. Second free throw is good. So Baker now with 4 second-half points. He's 4 for 6 on the night from the charity stripe. The Ledger's back within 6 here. Here's Landon Baker. One-handed pass inside to Talon Meyer, and Meyer shuffled his feet. Travel. That's a good call. Meyer didn't think so, but that was the right call. He was bobbling it, but he still had possession. At least enough to – it wasn't a 50-50 ball. Let me say that. So I think that was the right call. You could make an argument about the bobble, but I still think he had it under his possession. Here's Kevin Keller. Keller crosses over to the left side in a strong finish, but he leaves it up short. Went up strong with it, but couldn't get it over the front edge. Here's Landon Baker with a triple. He knew he hit it. He did. Landon Baker with a big-time 3 from the left corner. Here comes Jack Judkins. Slows it down. Shot fake for Ben Baker. Here's Steffes. Has it poked away by Landon Baker. Keller with another steal. Rifles a pass across the court, and Middlestat finishes at the rim. Emerson Middlestat is having himself a night. Jack Judkins going to try a transition 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound, Brody Stefani, and he can't get it to go. Impacted there by Meyer once again on the on the defensive at the rim. Finally got it out there. Talon Meyer fires cross court. Here's Kevin Keller with the 3. Kevin Keller, big time shot. He's the 9th different Cardinal to score, and the lead is 14. Wow, you could hear a pin drop in the building right now. The Cardinals have come here and stunned this Ledger crowd. Ben Baker, shot fake, and there is number 5 by my count. Unless they gave a previous one. They must have given a previous foul that I had down for Kevin Keller to someone else. That's number 4 on Talon Meyer. Yeah, so okay. I had that one mismarked. I apologize at home. That was number 4, and Meyer's going to take a seat. Here is Ben Baker. First free throw of the bonus, good. I was about to say, my goodness, that would have a massive, and it may still have a big impact on tonight's outcome, but if they would have been missing Talon Meyer the rest of the way, that would have been a big, big deal. Still, the Cardinals have a 12-point lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard with under 8 minutes to play. Crossover for Weiss. Kicks it here to Emerson Middlestat. Can he stay hot? This one rattles around, no good. Rebound skied for by Ben Baker. He's got it on the left side of the floor, pushing it up for the Ledger. Is going to use a Jack Judkins screen here. They've switched Joe Promersberger onto Ben Baker now. Here's Joey Kuhn, gets to the high post, kicks back out to Miller. Good ball movement by the Ledgers. Shot fake for Baker. He drives middle paint, shuffles over to Stefani. Stefani finishes this time, and Brody Stefani took him a long time, but he's finally on the score sheet, and the Ledger's back within 10. Middlestat initiates the offense, trying the left side this time. Shot fake once, twice, kicks out. Drinkwine, 3 on the way, looks a little bit off. It is. And the rebound tipped around by Ben Baker. So collected by Stefani. Here's Ben Baker, open, right wing 3, and this one rattles around and out. You just assume they're going down when Baker shoots them. And that one hit just about every part of the rim and stayed out. No foul there on the contact underneath for Joe Promersberger. Baker comes back the other way. Can't finish. Promersberger, nice rebound over Stefani. Kicks it to the corner. Middlestat's going to try another 3. This one misses. More bodies hit the floor. And no whistles. Here's Miller. 3 on the way. Looks short. Clangs off the rim. And Judkins not able to finish it. Gets his own rebound. Judkins on the second time of asking gets it done. He's into double figures with 11 and Springs back within 8 now. 57-49 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. How long does Coach Hertini wait with Meyer on the bench? That'll be the question. 4 fouls for him, 4 for Drinkwine, 4 for Owen Stager tonight. Lots of foul trouble for Mayville. Here's a 3. Promersberger's got it. Man, when they've needed some big shots, their role players have come up big tonight. Promersberger, Keller, Baker, all with 3s tonight. Here's Landon Baker on the defensive glass. And he'll come back into the front court with the double-digit lead. Stefani trips over the ankle of Drinkwine, and Drinkwine's too tall for the pass to Promersberger. A little bit of an unforced turnover there for Mayville. So Kuhn will initiate the offense here for Springs. Timeout for Coach Kyle Krieger. Let's take the timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Radio Plus.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify. We'll have all the scores from tonight. We'll have dual scores, dual results from wrestling as well. Conference night in wrestling. Good starts to the season for North Fondy Springs. Campbellsport, Lemira got an early win. Omro looks like a real conference contender this year as well. Looking forward to the flyway races in girls, boys basketball. Certainly looks like Laconia's girls and Lemira's boys look like the heavy favorites this year, and I think we're going to have a heck of a dual season. Omro, Lemira, Campbellsport all figure to be in the picture. North Fondy Springs also. Don't rule out St. Lawrence Seminary playing a part in that as well. Here's Jack Judkins from the corner, missed it. Offensive rebound down with Babler, but Miller has it slip through his hands, and then Kuhn picks up the foul trying to track down Joe Promersberger. Team foul number 4 on the Ledgers with 5:01 to play. And Ben Baker still sits on the bench for Springs. See how long that lasts. Down by 11, less than 5 minutes to go. Promersberger crosses once against Miller. Now goes past Miller to the hoop on the right side. No finish there, no whistle. And Drinkwine missed the putback. Miller's got it in the backcourt, hounded by Promersberger. Throws it away, tipped by Braxton Weiss. And I think there's the call for Ben Baker. Yeah, here comes the senior, and he will return for the Ledgers. Going to take out Lucas Babler. So Ben Baker with his 27 points returns to give some hope to the Ledgers down by 11. Here's Miller. Far side Baker. Once again guarded by Joe Promersberger. It's been that case a lot tonight. Here is Joey Kuhn. 3-ball. He's got it! Joey Kuhn had missed a bunch early, but now he hits a big 3, and the ball goes through Braxton Weiss's hands. And it'll go back over to the Ledgers, so don't go anywhere. 8-point contest. And here comes Talon Meyer with 4 fouls. Once again, Meyer with 4. Owen Stager's been on the bench pretty much this entire second half with 4. Tate Drinkwine has 4. For Mayville. Here's Jack Judkins. Thought about the 3. Drives the lane. Gives it over to Stefani. Brody Stefani on the floor. Do not count the foul. Foul on Kevin Keller. So it'll be an underneath inbound. That's the right call. Stefani shot fake and then held back and then kind of backed into Keller a little bit. And so that was the right call to stop that, but it'll be 2 shots on number 10. Or excuse me, foul number 10. We'll get there. Big free throws here for Brody Stefani. First free throw up and good. Ledgers have shot a lot of free throws. Both teams have been to the line plenty tonight. Just 4 minutes to go, though, for Springs. If they're going to get back into this thing, now's the time. Down by 7. Second free throw for Stefani. Looks good, and it nestles home for the junior, Brody Stefani. Under 4 minutes now to play. Handoff from Middlestat to Meyer. Shoveled underneath. There's Tate Drinkwine, who's now got 7 points here tonight. Judkins back out to Baker. Snaps a pass to Kuhn. Joey Kuhn back to Judkins. Didn't catch it cleanly. Otherwise, he would have had a shot from 3. Here's Kuhn once again, guarded by Braxton Weiss. Goes baseline, kicks it to Brenton Rodriguez. This one short. Stefani finishes, plus the foul! Brody Stefani with a big-time offensive board and the hoop and harm. So Springs back within 5. Third foul on Weiss. And 4 big points from Brody Stefani here in the last couple of possessions. And that rattles around no good on the and 1 attempt. Middlestat into the front court. Tries a pass. Meyer wasn't looking. Stolen by Brenton Rodriguez. Here comes Ben Baker. Chance to make it a 1-possession game for the Ledgers. Here's Rodriguez. Shot fake. Gets the ball to Kuhn. Kuhn to Baker. Now he's guarded by Talon Meyer again. Here goes Jack Judkins. Lobs it to Stefani, who finishes it. And it's a 4-point ball game. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here at Hutter Gymnasium. Wow, what a run that the Ledgers have gone on. It's now just a 4-point contest. This final portion of the game brought to you by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel is now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. Well, Brody Stefani already up to 8 points, just like that. Scoreless in the first half. Really didn't have his first bucket till about 5 minutes to go. Maybe 6 or 7 minutes left. But these last 2 minutes have been the Brody Stefani show. The run started with a Joey Kuhn 3 and then 6 straight points from the junior Brody Stefani, and that time on a nice feed from Jack Judkins. So a 4-point contest, 62-58 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard, 3:02 to go in the game. Ledgers chiseled their way back into this one. Here's Middlestat, down underneath to Tate Drinkwine. Gives it to Meyer, back to Drinkwine. Thought about the 3. This is picked off on the dangerous pass to Jack Judkins. Jack Judkins is fouled in transition, and he'll go to shoot 2 on the foul by Emerson Middlestat. Drinkwine was trying a cross-court pass, a very, very long, difficult pass, and it got picked off by Jack Judkins. First free throw for Judkins, no good. 8 missed free throws, make it 7 missed free throws for Springs tonight. And they trail by 4. This one is strong as well. Rebound fought for and collected by Emerson Middlestat. Middlestat using a Drinkwine screen, and then a foul by Brody Stefani out 30 feet from the hoop. Team foul number 5, probably not terrible for the Ledgers, although they wouldn't want to lose him as he's got 4 fouls now. But they do got to get to the bonus, Mayville to the bonus, you would certainly assume. Here is another good hands play by Joey Kuhn. Kuhn able to pick it off. Here's Jack Judkins, middle of the paint. Judkins down the lane, and another foul by Mayville. Who do they get this one on? This is going to be very important. Let's check. Mayville fans holding with bated breath. Number 15, Landon Baker, just his first. Both Drinkwine and Meyer were in the mix there. And both of them would have fouled out if they would have had it whistled on them. Judkins able to make this one. So he missed his first two. Makes this one. 3-point contest. Wow. What a game it's been here tonight. Second free throw, good for Judkins. And this is as close as Springs has been all night. 62-60 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Now the Hutter Gymnasium fans get loud. Here's Tate Drinkwine going against Brody Stefani. Shot fake for Meyer. He goes down the lane. Counted, and the foul. Talon Meyer. Big time player. Big time play. And it's going to foul out Brody Stefani on probably the least amount of contact he's had all night, but he did bump Meyer on the way. So they'll slow things down here to stop it as Springs will sub out Brody Stefani. And Matt Miller will return for the Ledgers. So a nice outing, particularly the last couple of minutes for Brody Stefani, to finish with a total of 8 points. 2:12 to play. Free throw no good for Meyer. Tipped out by Emerson Middlestat. Meyer's got it right back. Floater no good. Rebound this time down with Matt Miller. Oh, a chance there for Meyer and the Cardinals to really get that thing back out to a 6-point lead. Brenton Rodriguez traveled. Going too quick out top of the key. And that is a big-time turnover with just a minute and 57 seconds left in this game. Middlestat will walk it into the front court. Talon Meyer's on the near side. He's going to screen for Braxton Weiss. Weiss curls around the screen. Hands off to Landon Baker, who gives it to Meyer. Meyer back to Weiss, and Weiss traveled. Yeah. They've had that all night long. Neither coach, I think, really agrees with it. That quick shuffle, and it looks like a travel. I don't know that it is, but they've been consistent with it all night, much to the chagrin of both of these teams. Here's Ben Baker. Tries the left side, scoops it up off the side of the backboard, no good. Nice defensive possession that time from Braxton Weiss. And another pass from Drinkwine that nearly gets away from him, and Landon Baker saves the day in the right corner. Baker snaps a pass to Braxton Weiss, near side. Here's Talon Meyer. Meyer, pass underneath to Baker. This one goes out to Middlestat. And a couple of deflections that have been fortunately bounced in fortunate ways for Mayville. Let's say that. Here goes Talon Meyer. Nice finish with the right hand. He's into double figures. 8 second-half points. He's got 10 on the night. Under a minute to play. Rodriguez tries the three. Missed it. And it's tapped out by Landon Baker. And its last touch, that ball hit out of bounds. You can rewind that and see that on the stream. That was a missed one underneath. Landon Baker saved it off of the foot of Joey Kuhn by the ref's estimation. He just missed that the ball had already bounced out of bounds. Full timeout. Let's take 30 seconds of it, and we'll be back right after this on Radio Plus.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, Jordan King with you up here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth. Got Colton on the camera and Colby punching the buttons. They're doing the tough job. I get to watch a basketball game. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty good gig. Colton deserves extra credit tonight. He's got to listen to me right in his ear. But hey, that one of the hazards of the job, you know. 52 and a half seconds left. 66-60 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Despite 27 points tonight from Ben Baker, Springs in danger in the final 50 seconds or so. Here is Emerson Middlestat. He's got 14 points tonight. Check that, 16 for Emerson Middlestat, 8 in each half. Middlestat's got it now on the left wing. Trapped there by Joey Kuhn. A lot of physicality there, and now they'll get a timeout for Coach Hertini. And we'll take 30 seconds of this timeout as well as we catch our breath and get you set for the final, 37 seconds here at Hutter Gymnasium. Back after this.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
All right, let's set the stage here for the final 37 seconds. By the way, coming up, we'll have our Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Talk to the winning coach and a player or two down on the court, so don't go anywhere after the ball game. Springs trails 66-60, and it will be Mayville basketball underneath on the inbounds after Coach Hertini got the timeout on the scramble. I think Springs was trying to foul there, and the whistle just didn't come. Here is Meyer. Meyer being hounded by both Kuhn and Baker, and now Drinkwine's going to be fouled. And this foul is going to go on Jack Judkins. So Tate Drinkwine, who is 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight, goes to the stripe in single bonus. First free throw, no good. Meyer able to sky for the board. And a foul is given for Talon Meyer. Wow, what a rebound for the senior. Went up and got it. And that, Coach Krieger in the pregame talked about the size, both the size, the physicality size, but also the height difference that and the advantage that Mayville had, and we're seeing it here down the stretch with some offensive rebounding. Here's Meyer. He missed it. That rebound's tipped up by Drinkwine, another offensive board. 2 offensive rebounds on a couple of front-end misses. Well. The Ledgers have had their chance here tonight. Down by 6, they miss both, do the Cardinals, of the front ends. And here comes Bentley Coots to maybe just try to secure a rebound. Here is Meyer, and he makes this one. Wow, that is a stretch that Springs will come back to if they are not able to come back and win this thing. And it's dire straits now. Here's Jack Judkins. Curls into the paint. Gives it out to Matt Miller. Miller with the 3. Comes up short. Baker saves it. And not able to save it before he landed out of bounds. 16.1 seconds left in the game. And Mayville looks in good position to escape the ledge here tonight with a road conference victory, if they can hold on for the last 16 seconds. And I believe a 30-second timeout here for the Ledgers, so we'll keep it right here. After the game, we'll have our player of the game, play of the game, tell you about our upcoming schedule here on Radio Plus Video Sports in collaboration with Jeff's live streams. But first, we got to finish this ball game out between Mayville and Springs. Springs, once again, has had just 4 players score in tonight's contest. Compare that to 9 for the Cardinals. 9 different players scored tonight. And they got some big-time threes from role players. Landon Baker hit one in the second half. Joe Promersberger hit one in the second half. Kevin Keller hit a big one. Tough pass here up to Tate Drinkwine. Shovels it to Landon Baker, and Mayville not only breaks the press, so I thought that might be enough for Springs to give up, but Landon Baker's going to go to the free throw line as he was fouled by Calvin Steffes. And that's double bonus now for Baker and the Cards. First free throw up and good for Landon Baker. He's up to 6 points tonight. His corner three was one of the big ones. Second free throw good as well. Also have your final stats after the game as well. That's coming up in just a couple of seconds. Here is Joey Kuhn for three. Missed it. Rebound down with Tate Drinkwine, and he deserves a lot of credit too, playing the last several minutes without fouling. He had 4 for a long time in the second half, and Mayville gets the win here tonight, 69-60 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Let's take a timeout. We'll be down on the floor with some post-game interviews right after this. Stay with us.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
WDS Construction started in 2005 by Ben Westra, a fourth-generation contractor and CWC alum. WDS offers commercial construction in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the CWC Crusaders a safe and successful season.
All Phase HVAC sales and service is the go-to for heating, cooling, and geothermal needs. Whether it's sweltering summer days or chilly winter nights, they've got the perfect solution. Their team is dedicated to keeping homes comfortable year-round with top-notch installations and reliable repairs. Plus, they offer energy-efficient options that save money while keeping homes cozy. Trust All Phase for all HVAC needs and enjoy a comfortable home no matter the season. Call All Phase HVAC today.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Back here at St. Mary's Springs, a 9-point win for Mayville here with Coach Hertini after the game. And, Coach, I want to start out with your bigs tonight. I mean, along with Talon, 4 fouls there. Tate had to play a lot of that second half. Crucial minutes, 4 fouls. Just what can you say about his performance? Still staying aggressive, but doing so without fouling and staying out there for his team.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a couple guys get into early foul trouble, and we always tell them play smart, not scared. And he did a great job of doing that, walling up to the best of his ability and still keeping that pressure high.
Talon, as I mentioned, also in that camp, able to sit a large majority of that first half. What can you say about him still being patient, finding his groove, and then helping you guys out down the stretch there?
He did a great job. So the second time he came in, I just told him find his pace, get in that rhythm. It's tough when you're sitting on the bench for that long and then you get thrown into a high-paced game like that, but he handled it really well.
What can you say about this team and the step tonight was a wire-to-wire win, a tough place like this? What does that say about your guys?
It's always good when you can pull out a win like that. Get that under the belt so that when it happens in the future, you come out confident, you know what you have to take care of.
Appreciate it, Coach. Congrats on the win. We'll let you hand it off there to Talon. All right, Talon, first of all, congrats on the big road win here tonight. I'm going to start with the same question I asked Coach. What was your mindset there, a couple of early fouls, to still stay aggressive and find your offensive groove there in the second half?
I mean, it was really hard at first because obviously we focus on a high-pressure defense, and it's kind of hard to not be able to do that to the best of my abilities, but it makes it a lot easier when I have teammates around that can step up in the help and the gaps, and they make it a lot easier for me so I don't really have to play that super high-pressure defense, and I can make sure that I'm not drawing fouls so I can play the rest of the game.
You came back in that second half. Ben Baker had 21 in the first half. You were able to slow him down. I mean, 6 points in the second half. What was your mindset against him? Just a really tremendous player, but just what was your goal defensively against a good player like that?
Well, obviously, I mean, in the first half we saw he could shoot really well. He was shooting from everywhere, lights out. So, I mean, in the second half I came out and I knew that you can't really give him any space from behind the arc. So I tried to limit any amount of threes that he could take and try to get a hand in his face as much as possible and make sure that he's not shooting those anymore.
9 different guys scored for you tonight. How much confidence do you guys have just in the depth of this team? Pretty impressive.
Oh, that's everything. We can have 5 great guys, but I mean it's really about the bench. They come out, they do their roles. Everybody knows their roles on this team. That makes a huge difference. I mean, everybody does amazing. They do exactly what they're supposed to, and that's the reason that we're starting the season off so strong.
Congrats on the win. We'll let you hand that off there, Talon, to Emerson. Emerson, again, I'm same question I just asked Talon. 9 guys scored tonight. The depth on this team is pretty impressive. I mean, it's jumped off the scorebook each and every win so far this year. Just what does that say about your guys' ability, no matter who's coming off that bench? The level kind of seems to stay the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. We're really good off the bench and we're very aggressive. And you see when we foul a lot, we got to get guys in to replace those fouls guys, and they do a great job. 16 for you tonight, 8 in each half. What was working for you offensively? I don't know. I just like to come in on road games and just give them all I got and let them know.
4 fouls for both. I know Owen didn't play a ton down the stretch there, but Tate had to. Both your big guys in foul trouble. Neither one of them fouled out. What's that say about their ability to stay aggressive, still be present in the paint, but not foul?
Yeah, did a great job rebounding at the end and not getting any fouls. Tate's got to work on his fouls, but he's very very aggressive, and he did a great job at the end. They're not fouling at all.
Last one for you. Hostile environment. Said it to Coach. Wire-to-wire win. That's got to feel pretty good.
Oh, it feels great.
Congrats on the win, Emerson.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Half handshake there with Emerson Millsap. Appreciate Emerson. Appreciate Talon. Appreciate Coach Hertini tonight. We'll take a quick timeout. Join you in the Radio Plus broadcast booth in just a second. We'll finish out our Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show right after this.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities.
We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
One of my favorite things about working at Hoppers is meeting all the new people, seeing all the new faces come in. We come out with a new product or a new way to do something and they come in. I find a lot of joy in just seeing them smile.
I think that all of our customers come in with a vision and they have an idea in their head of like what they want their apparel to look like. Our goal is to exceed the customer's expectations by providing them with high quality apparel and help bring their ideas to life.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Mars Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium one last time here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Jordan King saying thanks for joining us tonight. This is the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank, Fox Valley Savings Bank. Once again, appreciate a couple of minutes from Coach Hertini, as well as a couple of really good players that he's got in his program right now in Emerson Middlestat and Talon Meyer. And they helped lead the Cards to a 69-60 win on the Quest Interiors scoreboard here tonight. Marian University presents the player of the game this evening, and the player of the game, for me, I'm going to go with Emerson Middlestat, 16 points, 8 in each half. Calming presence out there. Really did a nice job for Mayville. I would give obviously Meyer had a nice night. A second shout out there to Tate Drinkwine. I just think in a physical game like this where you really did have to bring the shoulder pads, it was just a nice job down the stretch to still have a presence inside and not foul. So honorable mention. Marian University player of the game. Log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. BCI Burke play of the game. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com for play that moves you. And it's that stretch right in the last minute where Mayville goes to the free throw line twice in a row, and they miss the front end of a bonus in the 1-and-1, and Springs gives up offensive rebounds, down by 6. Had a chance. If you get 2 rebounds there, you can have that thing down to a 1-possession game. The Ledger's not able to secure either of those rebounds, and that part of the reason that Mayville was able to survive here on the road despite missing some front end of bonus free throws. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can provide a timely repair if things go wrong. You can go to radioplusinfo.com for the complete schedule, or my preferred option, I always say just go to YouTube, search Radio Plus Sports, and subscribe there. You can also subscribe to Jeff's live streams as well. Coming up, this is tomorrow's slate. Lake Country Classical Academy at Oakfield Boys Basketball, Sun Prairie at Warbirds Hockey, Amaro at Laconia Boys Hoops, Waupun at Cambridge Boys Basketball, Fondy at Kaukauna Boys Basketball, and then we'll have more girls and boys basketball, both of them, Oostburg at Laconia and Argyle Pecatonica at Mayville for girls basketball coming up on Saturday. So a lot of hoops, a lot of hockey. It's that time of year around the area. All right, we're going to say so long from Hutter Gymnasium, Jordan King, along with Colby punching the buttons and Colton running the camera. Appreciate both of them and everything they do. Appreciate Athletic Director Mitch Reddig, for always getting us set up here at Springs. Appreciate both of the coaches and programs with access to their players. Thanks to all our sponsors up and down the line, and thanks to you for tuning in here tonight. Jordan King saying so long from Hutter Gymnasium. Mayville wins it 69-60. Good night.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sir Rauer Family Dental,